One will do for you two. Oh, well. All goes there. Oh, Max. Yeah, still at it.
This paper, what does it mean?
It's a campaign for nuclear disarmament. It's a ban the bomb march.
I see. That's nice.
Nice? Yeah, you must be foreign, eh?
Yes, I'm from Austria.
Oh, now let me see. In Deutsch, that's Der Marsch gegen der atomische Bombe.
Ach, natürlich. You speak German well.
I wish I did. I'm studying it at night school.
I take lessons also.
Look, we got people from all countries going on this march. Why don't you come with us? It's a protest to stop them making the bomb.
It is difficult for me
Look, you don't have to decide now.
I would have to ask. I'm with a family, an au pair.
Well, look, think about it. I've got to be going.
You must leave?
Well, I've got to get rid of this lot, and I'm late already. You know, I've got an idea. We could help each other. With the languages, I mean. You know, we could teach one another.
Yes, but my English is so bad.
Oh, that don't matter. Are you doing anything tonight?
I was going to a club in Bayswater. It's very nice. You can dance, and all the foreign students go there.
Yeah, I bet it's for members only.
Not if you're invited. I'll be there at 9.
Oh, I don't know about dancing. I ain't much good at this twisting, Mark. Contortionist.
Oh, look. Come on. Look. Max, listen to the music.
Listen to it? It's deafening me.
Well, pretend you're drying your back. With a towel. That's it. Swing the head.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, that's all right, isn't it?
Ta. Thank you.
I told you I don't dance.
Max, no, you're angry. You're so serious, but I like it.
Well, I'm not a playboy, if that's what you mean. Well, we're working at the library all day and an evening class at night. It don't leave much time for dancing.
Tell me about your job.
Oh, I told you, I work at the public library, didn't I?
You work so hard.
I like books. I do a lot of reading on the side. Technical writer, that's what I want to be. Yeah, we've got a foreign languages section, too. Goethe, Schiller, Thomas Mann.
We had them at school in Austria. My father read Schiller.
You're lucky. My old man don't read anything but the newspapers, and then that's just to see what's on television.
You live at home?
What? It's like bloody Coronation Street down there. No, I got out as soon as I got my first job.
You quarreled with your parents?
Oh, no, we didn't quarrel. No, I just had to get out of that place. You see, we didn't talk the same language. Tell me, what do the Austrians think of Hitler?
May I?
Please.
Oh, please yourself.
Thank you. You're German, aren't you?
No, from Austria.
Oh, it's near enough. They all little darlings like you?
Oh.
Who's the boyfriend?
Oh, that's Max.
Oh, is he the boyfriend?
Well, he's very nice.
Oh, I don't think he's exactly mad about me, somehow. What's your name?
Eva.
A very pretty name.
Thank you.
Mine's Elliot. Max taking you to supper?
No, he didn't say so.
Well, he's missed his chance then, hasn't he? You know the Maroc?
What's that?
Oh, it's a nightclub.
I've never been to a real nightclub.
Oh.
Where I come from, Kirchdorf, there are no nightclubs.
What are we waiting for?
I would like to. No, I can't. Not tonight. I invited Max.
Tomorrow, then?
I would have to ask.
What, Max?
No, the family I'm with.
Oh.
Ring me up. Flaxman 8322.
Flaxman 8322. Right, I'll phone you. Tell me, what do the Austrians think about Hitler? Thank you. That's all right. Thank you.
You enjoy it?
Yes. to go to bed now.
Eva! There's a telephone call for you.
Oh,
It's all right. I'll look after him.
thank you, Mrs. Miller.
Come on. It's time you were in bed, isn't it?
Yes, please. Elliot. Tonight? I don't know. One moment, please. Mr. Miller?
Yes, Eva?
It's Elliot. He has tickets for the theater. Do you think Mrs. Miller would mind if I went out tonight?
Well, that's the third time you've been out with him this week. I suppose it's all right.
Thank you. Elliot, it's all right. Yes, I'll be ready. See you soon. Bye.
Eva and her boyfriends.
Oh, it's natural, I suppose. Wouldn't mind dating her myself.
I wonder what you'd find to talk about. I wonder what any of them do. This Elliot she's been going out with sounds quite intelligent. And Max works in a library.
Didn't she have a date with Max tonight?
Yes, she did.
There's going to be a bit of a mix-up if they arrive at the same time.
That's just like Eva. Absolutely nothing up here.
Do you like a drink, Don?
No, not just now. Still, one can't help liking her. And Nicholas adores her.
Yes, but she's a bit of a responsibility. I'm damn sure she couldn't go out like that at home.
At home? She has to be in by 10 o'clock. She said so. Anyway, I've told her all these young men she's going out with are only after one thing.
Enjoying yourself? Like anything else?
I'm completely fed up.
Oh, I hope not. Waiter.
Liqueur, sir.
Yes. What would you like, darling? Cognac, Tia Maria, something like that?
Elliot, you know I don't drink.
You already had some wine.
A little, and only because you ordered Liebfrauenmilch.
Oh, come on, have something. This is a celebration.
Please, no.
Yeah, I'll have a large brandy and coffee.
For two, sir.
Yes, thank you.
It's cabaret time at the Latin Quarter. To open our show tonight, we have pleasure in presenting the fabulous Margot.
Elliot, why is it a celebration?
Oh, for us. For you and me. You know, Eva, in my business, advertising, there's so much insincerity. Everybody's always trying to sell, sell, sell. That's why it means so much to meet a girl like you.
Why me?
Because you're so direct. Because you always say exactly what you mean.
You like that? I'm not clever enough to say anything else.
Very, very sweet.
get married. A handsome man like you.
There you go.
Tell me why.
Big question.
You're divorced?
I suppose I never met the right girl. There was a girl once. We were engaged, or as good as.
And?
She met a man she liked better. Well, after that, it rather finished me for that sort of thing.
But it's terrible. You ought to have a house and children and someone to look after you.
Oh, feel like taking me on? No, I'm too much of an old bachelor for the patter of tiny feet and nappies hanging on the line. You like children, don't you?
I love them. When I'm married, I'm going to have 6.
Are you indeed? Well, that's a warning. I tell you what, let's finish here and go back to my place for coffee.
Elliot, I can't. It's late and I promised Mrs. Miller.
Oh, what's it to do with her? They treat you as though you were still in pigtails.
It isn't that. Elliot, no.
What is it then, Eva?
Because you've been so kind to me, taking me out, and it's wonderful being with you. And I don't know what I shall do. I look just like a little boy. I've never been with a man.
Oh, no, just don't worry. Waiter, Bill.
Oh, we'll leave those for the morning.
All right.
Will you look up?
Yes. I say Eva's a bit late, isn't she?
Expect she'll look like death warmed up again tomorrow.
Eva! Off you go. Hey, it's my afternoon off. I thought I'd find you here. I've been ringing you for the past fortnight. They said you'd ring me at the library.
Oh, Mrs. Miller must have forgotten.
Like you forgot our date, remember?
Okay, but be careful.
Look, if you don't want to go out with me, you've only got to say so. I can take the hint.
But Max, I do. Oh, it's starting to rain again. I must get Nicholas home.
Look, I only came to remind you.
Remind me?
Well, it's next weekend. You said you was coming on the march from Aldermaston.
Burn the bombs, that's right.
Well, are you coming? It'll do you good to get out in the country.
Nicholas, come along.
Look, there's a crowd of us going. The special leaves Paddington, 7:30 Friday night. I can meet you at the station if you like.
Max, I'll see. I promise. Bring me tonight and shout. Nicholas.
Join the march and the bomb. Join the march and the bomb. Join the march and the bomb.
You shouldn't have worn dark shoes like that.
You told me we're taking a train.
Only to Didcot. This is a demonstration, not a picnic. Look, we're stopping for lunch in 3/4 of an hour.
3/4 of an hour.
Come on. Come on.
The march is now 10,000 strong. The march is now 10,000 strong.
All right, I'll go along with you on that.
Greece at the time of Pericles was more civilized than we are now.
People will confuse material progress with civilization.
Yeah, but you see, the Greek civilization was based on slavery, and you can't call that democracy.
Plato didn't believe in democracy.
You can't blame him when you look around today.
Ted.
Hi, Mac.
This is Eva. She comes from Austria.
Hello.
These are friends of mine. Ted works at the library.
I'm so thirsty. Hi. Oh.
I believe they're starting up in Austria.
Please?
He means the campaign against H-weapons.
Oh, it's time, isn't it? Nothing personal, but it was Hitler that started it all.
There's no more Hitler than you or me. The bomb's an historical necessity. Given the scientific know-how, the productive capacity...
But Hitler was the catalyst. Oh, I'm not blaming him any more than the Americans or the Russians, or ourselves, come to that.
Do you talk about these things at home?
Please?
Like giving the Wehrmacht nuclear weapons?
What the Wehrmacht do, I don't know. We don't like the Germans in Austria. Max, do you have a shilling? I would like to have another coat.
No, I'll go.
No, you stay here with your friends. We walk so much.
Aye, aye, aye. How'd you like to go to war with that?
If she's representative of the post-war generation, God help us.
She's only 18, only been here a couple of months.
Have you made the grade yet?
Going steady with her, ain't I?
When? Haven't missed you in night school. What's all this talk of going out steady anyway? Where will that get you? You get married, you settle down, then kids come along. Some bloody brass hat presses a button and boom!
That's the sort of mess we're trying to clear up, isn't it?
Look, we all know that sex is a physiological need, but why be so sanctimonious about it?
Unless someone had, you wouldn't be here to talk about it, would you? Anyway, who said anything about marrying?
Oh, no, Max is a regular Don Juan. You know what I found him doing the other day in the library?
Lay off it, Ted.
Mugging up a book on the technique of sex.
We turned in, eh?
Here?
Well, where do you think? I'll keep telling you, this ain't a luxury tour. Well, look, we can take a look around if you like. What about this? It's all right, isn't it? Get your bed out and we're away. Make yourself comfortable now.
But how about you?
I'll be all right. I'll keep over there. That is, unless you'd like me to sleep outside.
Max.
Make yourself comfortable. Okay?
Max.
Look, we've got to get some sleep. We've got a long way to go tomorrow.
You're so uncomfortable. Max, come here. It isn't that I don't like you.
Then what is it? I don't exactly sleep around myself.
No, Max.
Why not?
Because it isn't possible. Please, try to understand.
Oh, I get it. Never been with a man before, that's it, isn't it?
Max, please. There's a dictionary in my bag.
Dictionary? Oh, I get it. I know about women. That's all right. Good night, Eva.
The march is now assembling. The march is now assembling and will be moving off at 9:30 precisely. These are your positions, and will you please follow them carefully. At the front...
Hello, Max. Where did you disappear to?
Hello, fellas.
Have a good night.
Oh, you know.
Where's the glamour girl this morning?
She's about.
Max, Max. I just heard we're not even halfway to London.
Oh, I told you, love. Tonight we stop at Slough. Sunday we move on to Acton.
No, Max.
You mean you're packing it in?
I can't. Not another 3 days.
What's all this then?
Trouble?
You stay out of this. She's going to make a damn fool of me if she backs down now.
Oh, come on, Max. She's not exactly dressed for hiking. She's had a rough night.
She came on this because she wanted to, didn't she?
Well, you might have explained...
Well, Eva can do
what
what she bloody well pleases. I couldn't care less.
He gets like this. Look, if I was you, I'd take the bus back to town.
He's so upset.
Oh, Max will get over it. I'll take you to the fair. There's a bus stop just down the road. Come on, I'll show you.
Would you like a lift?
Oh, yes, please.
Where are you going?
Well, London.
Then hop in.
I lost the bus.
Lucky I was passing.
I'm so untidy. I was with the marchers.
Were? Bit hard on the beat. Go on, take your shoes off. Not much for marching in, are they?
It was a big mistake.
Because I agree with this ban the bomb crowd. It's absolute lunacy testing the things, poisoning the atmosphere. But if the other lot have them, what can we do? I mean, I'm damn sure they don't allow marches over there.
Are you a racing driver?
No, strictly amateur. I've always liked messing about with motor cars. My father gave me this for my 21st birthday.
What is that number painted on the side?
That. I was over at Brands Hatch on Saturday.
You mean racing? Did you win?
No, I came a bad 6th. Look, if I'm going too fast for you, just tell me.
I love it. It's exciting.
Give mine up to Nicholas.
I will. Thank you very much.
Glad to help out. We must meet again sometime.
I usually go to La Bazoura's evenings.
La Basura?
Yes. It's a club and bracelet for foreign students.
Let's look in sometime. Goodbye, Eva. It's been fun.
Bye, Keith.
Hi. Sorry, Janet. You went rambling off about metallic fatigue and the theory of structures. I just couldn't get a word.
That's all right.
Hey, wait a sec.
My lecturer's still away on holiday. Did you enjoy your weekend? Did the car go well?
All right, the valves need fixing. Like a copy? Picked up a smashing blonde on the way home.
Oh, yes?
Nothing. She was just a refugee from the Ban the Bomb March. I gave her a lift. How about you?
Oh, you know. I gave Mum a hand. I tried to get on with my French thesis. Dad was gardening. As if you didn't know.
I've been thinking. I want to talk to him, Janet.
Well, what about?
Look, we've got to have it out with him.
Why not so suddenly?
Suddenly? Janet, you've said you'll marry me.
Yes, when you've finished your degree.
What difference does that make? You know how my parents feel about you. They are helpless till I begin with a firm.
No, my father feels differently. I told you he came up the hard way. He started off as an ordinary porter at King's Cross.
And now he's a traffic manager, so what? I'm sorry, Janet, I admire him for that. You know I do. But what's that to do with us?
All right, Keith, you talk to him, but don't say I didn't warn you.
If it's the money side that's bothering you, Mr. Bates, you needn't worry. My parents will look after that.
Your dad could have all the dough in the world, and probably has. But it's your future I'm worried about. How I look at it, a young man should stand on his own feet. You've a fine career in front of you, and I don't want to see you spoil it.
Mr. Bates, it's always been understood that I'm going into my father's business.
Yes, once you've got your engineering degree. It won't help your studies to have a wife on your hands. Too many other things to think about.
But a couple of blokes in my year are married already. Things have changed.
Good luck to them. But I still say one thing at a time. I never went to college, Keith, but I do know a thing or two about marriage. How long do you need before you finish your course?
18 months. If I pass my exams in June.
Just if. And if not?
Another year.
Well, Janet can do what she likes once she's 21. Though I still hope she takes my advice. Don't get me wrong. You two have been going out together. And Janet's mother and I would like to see you getting married. 18 months isn't too long to wait. She's worth it, isn't she? Don't take it too hard, son. Talk it over with Janet.
I told you, Keith.
What does he know about it anyway?
Oh, I hope you didn't say that to Dad.
I mean, when he was young, people didn't have 6-year degree courses. It's not natural to wait so long.
Poor old Dad. He never had the chance to take a degree. They scraped to send me to university.
What's it to do with us?
They had to wait, too. He was earning 30 bob a week at your age.
It's all so bloody silly when there is no money problem.
What had you to say to that?
Oh, you know. Hard work never did anyone any harm and all that stuff. You must have thought about it.
Thought about what?
Well, sex. It's not natural for two people to see each other as much as we do without... Oh, it's all so stuffy and suburban.
Well, I'm a suburban girl, Keith.
No, you're not, Janet. I didn't mean it like that.
Then what did you mean? Look, I'm not that kind of girl, and you wouldn't respect me for it if I was.
And you needn't be so damn smug and prissy about it.
Well, I never knew it was prissy to wait until you were married before sleeping with a man.
But I've asked you to marry me. I've gone down on my hands and knees.
Of course, if you can't wait.
You speak just like your father. What you don't understand is it's so much easier for a woman than it is for a man.
Is it? Who put that into your head?
Look, I've done my best. But I'm damned if I'm going to submit to your family's views on love and marriage. They're out of the ark.
If you feel like that, there's nothing I can say.
Of course not. I've been very tied up. I was just passing by.
Oh, yes. And you know something? I was looking for you every night.
How's Nicholas?
Nicholas is fine. Aren't you going to ask me for a dance?
In England, the man usually asks her. Let's go. Like this?
Keith, there's a wonderful party tonight.
Really?
It's in the country. It wouldn't take long to drive.
But I haven't been invited.
It doesn't matter. Everyone is invited. We are all going.
Some party? I don't know about tonight. I mean, if it's in the country, it'll be all night. And what about Nicholas?
Oh, the Millers won't mind, so long as I'm home in time to get him out.
How far is it?
Please. Oh, Virginia would know. Virginia, where's the party?
It's on the Thames at Weybridge. Are you both coming?
I would love to. Hmm?
All right, then. Come on. How about a swim?
in, it's warm. But I haven't a swimsuit.
Neither she. It's music, Lady. What else do you want?
Okay.
Right, meet you here in 2 minutes.
What?
Come on, Eva! It's cool. Come on, Eva!
I must look aside.
You look wonderful. What a crazy idea. Lucky it's a warm night. Had enough? Want to go home?
Soon. I would love a cigarette. Thanks.
No matches.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
You're not cold?
No, I'm not.
Eva.
In case. I must go now.
Anyway, you have plenty of time for Nicholas. Eva, there's something I want you to know.
Tomorrow.
Eva?
Elliot, oh, I didn't know you were back.
That's a lie. You saw me well enough at the club.
I can't talk now. I must go in.
Oh, no, you don't. Who was that? Oh, go on. Who was it? Oh, now, look, Eva, I had to go away.
Yes, for 2 weeks.
All right, 2 weeks. It was a business trip. I couldn't help it. I had to stay on. Well, I wrote to you, didn't I? Look, Eva, doesn't anything we did together, doesn't it mean anything to you?
You know I like going out.
Oh, you liked going out, is that all? I thought I'd met someone who was different. But you were different. You were unspoilt.
I enjoyed being with you. But can I help if it's someone young comes along and I like him?
No, you can't help it. You can't help a thing. And I didn't go near a woman the whole time I was away. I lay awake at night just thinking about you like a 20-year-old kid. And you don't give a damn because you're another little tramp.
If I go in now, I don't want
All right,
to
get the millers out of bed. Tell them all about it.
Please, no.
You're not coming back with me. All right, miss?
Yeah.
Hold on. It got clean away. Do you feel all right? You better come down the station with me and make a statement.
Now, take it easy, dear. Come on now.
Did you get a clear look at him? Would you recognize him if you saw him again? He came from behind. But you told the constable that he stepped out of a side turning. It was dark. Are you quite certain you'd never met him before? Look, I know you've had a fright. I'm glad it was nothing more. But if you do know anything, it's your duty to tell us. In the interest of other women as well as your own, you haven't given us much to go on.
I'm sorry.
Very well. We shall have to book it. Assault by person unknown.
Can I go now?
Well, I can't force you to do this. It's up to you. But I'd like you to see the police surgeon.
But I told you, he didn't interfere with me.
All the same, I think it would be sensible. A matter of routine. He's here now. It won't take a moment.
I must get back.
You'll be through in 10 minutes.
Good afternoon. You're a new patient, aren't you?
I brought this from the police surgeon.
I see.
I don't know why he sent me.
I expect he thought you should have a check. There's nothing to be frightened about. Now, there are just one or two details I should like. First of all, your name and address. Nobody will know. Treatment here is absolutely confidential. Once I've filled in your card, I shall give you a number. Then when you hear it called out, you'll go straight into the doctor. Now, your name first.
König. Eva König.
And your address?
So, you've been suffering from a sore throat and a rash.
It was nothing. I've had throats all winter, but this...
Well, a great many women contract venereal disease without realizing it. Well, please don't get upset. The great thing is you came to see us. Now, tell me about your boyfriend. You do understand me? Where'd you come from?
Austria.
Oh, fascinating country. I've spent holidays in the Tyrol. Now, I know these are intimate questions, but I need the details. Has there been more than one?
Yes.
Now tell me about your most recent boyfriend. When did you first have intercourse with him?
It only happened once. Just 2 days ago.
Let's see. Did either of you use contraceptives? Did you know him well? Have you got his name and address? I only want to know in case you have to trace him.
I could find him.
Very well. Now, you said there'd been a second friend. When was that?
It was some weeks ago.
Now, I'm going to take a little blood so that we can make a test. It isn't painful. Just keep your arm steady.
Syphilis?
I told you already, it's easy enough to pick up. The main risk is for anyone to have sex outside marriage. We'll get you right. It's lucky you came to us in the early stages. You'll have to attend here regularly, mind you.
A girlfriend of mine told me they stick needles into you and they expand like umbrellas.
Oh, come on now. You'll have your penicillin daily, and in a fortnight the course will be completed. After that, you'll need periodic checks for 2 years.
When do I start?
Now. Oh, cheer up. It's no worse than the blood test. I'll take you through to Sister now, but there's one other thing. I want you to give one of these slips to each of those boyfriends you told me about, so that they come here for examination.
Must I?
You caught syphilis from your first friend. In all probability, you've infected the other two.
Oh, no. And the Millers, could I have given it to them?
I was coming to that. Syphilis is normally passed on by sexual intercourse, but that rash of yours means the disease has spread. Chance infection could occur if you were handling a child.
Nicholas, it's awful.
I don't say it's likely. Now, I'll take you through to Sister for your injection, and after that you have a word with the almoner. I'm sure she'll be able to help you.
I know how you feel. We've all done things without thinking of the consequences to other people. What am I to tell Mrs. Miller? They've been so kind to me.
It's up to you, Eva. We can't force you.
Don't you see, they sent me straight back to Austria. And I can't face my father, I can't.
I can't promise anything, but the Millers sound sympathetic sort of people to me.
It's a child.
If I were you, I'd make a clean breast of it. Tell Mrs. Miller to go to their family doctor who can get a report from us. Now that you're getting regular injections, there'll be no danger to Nicholas if that's what's worrying.
I'll try.
You do that. Now about these young men. You say you can't contact this first friend. Eva, I've heard about the assault. Are you certain you don't know the man who attacked you? Nothing you say to me will go outside these four walls.
Not even to the police?
I think it'd be sensible for you to tell the police. But as far as we are concerned, no, not even to the police.
Yes, it was Elliot, my first friend. But I'm frightened of what he'll do.
In that case, you can send him the slip by post. If I know his sort, it won't be the first. You know his address?
Yes.
Then we seem to be on the way to settling our problems. You'll see the other two and speak to them.
I don't know where Keith lives. I don't know anything about him, except he's wonderful. But he'll ring me or turn up at the club, I'm sure.
Keith?
Hello, Janet.
You've been avoiding me.
Well, after that row, I didn't think you wanted to see me again.
Oh, you know that isn't true. If two people can't have a row without one of them going off and sulking. Oh, come on now. I've been thinking about you all the time. Well, maybe it was my fault. I suppose it must have sounded pretty smug. Honestly, Keith, the way you put it to me.
I behaved like a bloody fool. I don't know what came over me.
What's the matter?
Janet, it isn't that.
What?
Well, after we quarreled, I was feeling pretty fed up. I went to a club. You know that girl I told you about from Austria?
The blonde?
I'm sorry, Janet. I'll never see her again.
Keith, you didn't. Oh, Keith, why did you have to tell me? Oh, I suppose you were right. I'd have been much unhappy if it's simply gone on as if nothing had happened. I must dash now. Shall we go out tonight?
Yes, let's. Where?
Let's go to the pictures. We'll go and see a sad film and have a good cry.
Fine.
Bye.
Eva, I just don't know what to say. Well, I'll have to tell my husband. Well, obviously, we'll all have to go to the doctor first thing in the morning. I did warn you. If only you paid the slightest attention to what I said.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Miller.
It's a fine time to say you're sorry. When I think of Nicholas, it's all so loathsome.
I didn't know. I didn't think I was harming anyone.
Oh, now come on, Eva. At least you had the courage to tell me straight out. And you said they said at the clinic, but it wasn't very likely that... Oh, there's your family to think about.
Hello, Keith.
Hello.
Will you come in?
Right, just to say hello.
You thought you were in for a rough time with Dad, didn't you? They've gone out for the evening.
Well, Well, that's a relief.
Fine way to start an evening. Oh, I've got some new records. You must hear them.
But if we're going to the pictures...
Oh, let's not rush off to the pictures. I haven't seen you for ages. I'll fix us some supper. That's if you can make do with scrambled eggs or baked beans on toast.
Anything.
And have a drink while we make the big decision. Dad's got some beer on the ice.
Beer's fine.
Difficult, aren't you?
Sorry, I'm on my best behavior tonight.
I'm going to slave over a hot stove for you. I'll just run up and change. The beer's in the fridge. Help yourself.
Okay.
Janet? Jan? Are you there?
Janet. You don't have to do that. Everything you said was right.
I nearly lost you.
You never lost me. I always wanted you.
And I want your children. The lights. Darling, I knew.
Yeah, she gave me that form a fortnight ago, but I knew there was nothing to worry about.
Oh, how?
Well, you see, I work in a library. I looked it up in a medical dictionary.
I see.
Well, I knew I needn't worry. After all, we didn't sleep together, and if we did, I'd have taken the necessary precautions.
I'm sorry to tell you that if you have intercourse with a woman suffering from venereal disease, no precautions are safe.
Well, anyway, like I said, that question don't arise.
But there was sexual contact.
If you can call it that. Well, you know how it is. I petted her a bit, kissed her.
On the mouth?
Yeah.
Then what decided you to come here?
Well, now that you mention it, it was a sore I've got just inside my mouth here. Well, I mean, nothing much. Got my neck swollen a bit there. Thought I might as well come for a check.
Let me see, please.
Can't do any harm.
Open your mouth. Wider. I'll be giving you a thorough examination next door, but unless I'm very mistaken, that's a syphilitic sore on your lip.
She was so young and inexperienced. Of course, I won't be seeing her again. What, catch me? That kind of girl.
Hello, Eva. So you finished the course now?
Yes, I just had my last injection. Sister told me to come back in a month for a check.
You're staying as long as that?
The Millers are so kind. At first they said I was to go home after the injection, and then...
They found they couldn't manage without you. How's the little boy? How old did you say he was?
3:30.
3:30? Oh, you mean 3.5.
My English.
And he's well?
Yes, they are all well. It was a false alarm.
Well, that's a relief. Oh, by the way, I understand that one of your friends is reported here for treatment. You did send off that letter.
To Elliot? Yes, the same afternoon, by registered post, like you said.
It's over a fortnight. He ought to have had it, or the post office would have sent it back to you. Well, in view of what he attempted to do to you, he's probably gone for treatment elsewhere.
I tried to find Keith. I went to the club each free evening.
I see, and he hasn't turned up. Or phoned you?
Nothing. I wish I could warn him. I have no way. I don't know his full name, anything.
Except that he's wonderful. Well, don't worry too much. Of course, if he does get in touch with you, he sounds sensible. If he has the infection, he's probably seen a doctor.
I haven't walked so far for ages. Oh, it's been lovely, though.
Yes.
I must put them in water when I get back. Don't shut the lid, you'll kill them.
Be all right?
Keith,
Yes?
I've been trying to tell you all afternoon.
What is it?
Just... I'm going to have a baby.
Are you sure? I mean, sometimes.
2 months ago now. I missed twice, and then I went to the doctor last week, and he sent me for a test.
I see. Well, why didn't you tell me earlier?
There's nothing you could do. You'd only have worried.
Both knew it was a risk, but some people try for months with...
I don't regret it, do you?
Of course not. If you love someone, you want their children.
Don't you see? It was the only possible way for us to get married with Dad feeling like he did.
Have you told them?
Not yet.
We'll see them together and get it over with. Your father will be after me with a shotgun.
Please, will you take me home?
I'm sorry, Johnny, that wasn't funny.
No, I've been unfair to you. All you said to me about waiting. I thought about it night after night. It just didn't seem any other way out.
I don't blame you. If anyone's to blame, it's myself. Don't worry, darling. We'll see it through. There's no point in putting it off. Your father be in now.
No, Keith, let me tell you.
I forced this on you. I can see it now. From now on, I'll do all the worry.
Hello. May I speak to Miss Koenig, please?
Please?
Quite a time. You led me a regular dance, didn't you? Never mind, we won't say anything more about that. I've been along for my medicine like a good boy.
I don't want to speak to you. Mr. Miller says you're not to ring.
You haven't been telling stories, have you? Not to the police.
I didn't tell the police anything about you.
There's a sensible girl.
I don't want to talk to you. I'm going back to Austria.
I ran into your boyfriend the other day. Haven't been seeing him, have you? Hello?
You mean Keith?
Yes, that's right. Keith Murray. Small world, isn't it? I told you I was in advertising. We handled his father's account. Murray Construction. I bumped into him at their offices. With his fiancée.
His fiancée?
Yes, I thought you'd be interested. Now look, Eva, about us.
I thought you were not coming.
Eva, what can I say? I behaved very badly. I should have rung you or something. How did you find my number?
Doesn't matter. Keith, I couldn't tell you on the telephone.
Eva, what is it?
They told me to give it you at once. I didn't know how to find you. I thought you would ring me.
Kensington Hospital. I don't get it.
They want you to go. There's a special clinic. They'll explain to you. You see, there was someone else and he was sick. I didn't know about such things. You know the notices in toilets.
Oh, my God.
They give you injection. Make you better soon. There's no need for anyone to know.
No. I didn't tell you I'm engaged.
I heard. A friend told me.
What you don't know is she's pregnant.
Oh, hello, Keith.
Hello, Ruth.
Have you come to see Roger?
Yes.
Oh, come in then.
Thank you.
Hello, Tracy.
Haven't seen you for ages.
No, exams and everything.
I have to congratulate you. We read the announcement in the local rag last week.
Thanks.
We met her, remember? You're a very lucky young man. Oh, that damn telephone. Secretary's away this afternoon. Roger won't keep you long.
Don't worry about me.
Hello, Keith. Nice to see you.
Hello, Roger.
Well, come on through.
Thanks.
I was delighted to hear about the engagement, Keith. Really delighted.
Roger, I think I'm in a hell of a mess.
Oh? What kind of mess?
Just been handed this.
I see. I suppose you tell me all about it.
I don't want you to think I've been sleeping around, especially now. It only happened once, and there were reasons for that.
Yes, I'm sure.
Look, I'll go to the clinic if you think I should. But I just wondered if there was some way of checking privately.
Tell me, have you noticed any rash, any spots on your genitals?
Oh, nothing.
Well, first of all, I'll give you an examination. Then I'll arrange for a blood test. Hugh Price can do that for us. If it should prove to be positive, I could, of course, arrange to treat you privately. But my advice would be to take advantage of the clinic. Anyway, let's get on with the examination.
Hello?
Eva? Are you alone?
Oh, it's you. Elliot, stop it. I won't listen. I won't.
What on earth's the matter with Eva?
Another of those obscene phone calls. Becoming a real menace.
Him again.
He's got Eva really scared. The man seems to have some kind of obsession about her.
Well, we've got to do something about this. Do you think you could persuade her to go to the police? It would have saved a lot of trouble if she'd done it before.
Well, it's asking an awful lot of the girl in her present state. But I'll try. Eva!
Miss Koenig, I believe you have some further information for us.
I was so frightened. I couldn't tell you.
You think that you can identify the man who assaulted you?
I know him.
Why didn't you tell us this before? It was some months ago now. What made you change your mind?
Because he keeps phoning me. It's not only myself, the Millers.
These telephone calls, are they abusive? Does he threaten you?
He says such terrible things. What he'll do to me.
Improper use of the telephone is an offense. There's no need to be frightened now that you come to us. Can I have his name, please?
Collier. Elliot Collier.
And do you know where he lives?
Yes, he has a flat. Number 11. Alban Court, in the King's Road.
Well, that's not too far away. Will someone put a stop to this? Sergeant Davis, please.
Collier left that address rather hurriedly some weeks ago.
The day after the incident in the Mews, I expect. We shall have to get the Millers' permission to have their telephone monitored.
Please?
Oh, it means that if anyone rings up, we'll be listening. Now, the next time Collier rings you, keep him talking.
But you needn't listen to what he has to say. Just let him talk. We need time for what we've got to do, so at all costs you must keep him on the other end. It may not be very pleasant. Will you do it?
Yes, I will.
What I don't understand is how I could have caught this without knowing.
You were unlucky. There's usually a sore on the genitals, but sometimes it's no more than a pimple. It doesn't hurt and it soon disappears.
Doesn't that mean it's cured?
No, it means that the infection is entered on a more serious stage. No one can be cured of syphilis or gonorrhea without professional medical treatment.
Never crossed my mind.
It rarely does. Anyone who indulges in, shall we say, casual intercourse would be well advised to come in for a regular check, especially if they're thinking of marriage.
I'll give it to her today. How I'm going to tell her.
Well, if you'll go back to the waiting room now, there are some further tests to be made.
Doctor.
Yes?
She'll be all right.
Well, I see no reason why not, providing she reports promptly. After all, we don't know that you infected her.
And the baby.
You say she's rather more than 2 months pregnant. Or the baby, too, if it was here in time.
Can I tell her that?
You can, but send her here soon. That's the important thing.
Thank you, sir.
Yes?
Am I disturbing you, Dr. Francis?
No, sister, come in. Makes you think. That young fellow I just saw, decent, well-educated young boy, and he risks his marriage through crass ignorance. That and a lack of moral sense. Like you, I blame the parents as much as anybody. Young people should be told, and told early.
There's a lot I'd like to tell these young things who come sailing in here. It's so often a matter of ignorance.
These latest figures, 140,000 new cases a year, and most of them young people. They should know what happens when syphilis goes untreated. Heart disease, paralysis with blindness, insanity, stillbirths. And with gonorrhea, sterility in women and children born blind. Mild enough diseases at the start. But over the years, they take a terrible toll.
Down the slope and past the hut. I'll come with you if you like.
No, thank you.
When you see the notice, special clinic.
Thanks, it's a great help.
Janet, please don't take it like this.
I've never been to a doctor to tell him I'm an unmarried mother and that the man who got me pregnant has VD.
I know. But we're over the worst.
Are we? You say it can't hurt the child, but I've read about cases. Have you ever seen a mentally deficient child? Because I have.
Janet, the doctor told me it'll be all right.
This just doesn't happen to people who respect their own bodies. I feel so cheap, like a common tart.
We're over the worst of it.
Will you stop saying we're over the worst of it?
I mean, we've told your parents about having the baby. There's no need for them to know anything about this.
It doesn't make it any better by hiding it.
You haven't told them.
No, I haven't. It doesn't make me feel any better.
As soon as we're both in the clear, I'm going straight to the registry office to arrange about getting married. Just a few weeks now.
No, you're not, Keith. It isn't going to be a marriage.
Eva, I think you'd better answer that.
Hello?
This is... you know who? Now you listen to me. Is there someone there? I can hear music.
I was listening to the records.
You still there? Don't hang up on me.
Yes, I'm still here. Yes, I heard you, Elliot.
Women, please. Sergeant Carnell speaking. Oh, you have? He's on the line now. Have you traced the call? Yes, of course I'll wait. Call box, Chelsea Manor Street, Embankment N. Thanks a lot. I'll pass it on.
Hey, Max. Remind you of someone?
Should it?
Well, it could be, couldn't it? Hey, that girl really did something to you, didn't she?
She taught me one thing. No mucking about from now on. The next girl I go out with is going to be steady. And when I get married, she's got to be a virgin.
Oh, come on. Don't take it so much to heart.
Oh, look, let's go. We've got to get cracking if we're going to get rid of this lot.
Miss Bates?
Yes?
You don't know me, but...
Did Keith send you?
No. No, he had nothing to do with it.
Oh, well, come in then.
Thank you.
Please sit down.
Thank you. I'm leaving for home tomorrow.
Are you going back?
Yes. I wanted to see you and say I was sorry.
Oh, it was his fault more than yours.
I didn't know that he was engaged to you.
Oh, we weren't engaged then. It's just something that was understood.
Will it be all right about the baby?
Well, I'll have to go back for observation, and I'll be making blood tests for a long time. Well, you must know yourself. But they say I'm all right.
I'm so happy.
Have you seen Keith lately?
I phoned to say I was going home. He would like to see you. He's so upset.
He's upset. And if he would like to see me... Oh, why are men so stupid?
Janet!
Oh, hello.
We must talk. Eva rang me. She told me what you said. I mean about the medical check.
And I suppose that makes everything all right.
Of course it doesn't. That's why I had to see you. Look, I've spoken to my father. The baby's my responsibility as well as yours.
I don't want any money from you or your father, if that's what you're getting at.
You must be realistic.
We may not be millionaires, but we'll manage. He'll be brought up at home.
And later on? I mean, you've got to face it, your father isn't so young.
I'll get myself a job as soon as I finished at college. I'm not as helpless as you seem to think.
I never thought you were helpless, Janet. That wasn't why I asked you to marry me. What will you call him? You seem to think it'll be a him.
Keith, that isn't fair. I do have my feelings.
So do I. You're not giving me a chance, Janet. Look, maybe you'll marry somebody else. But the baby needs a father.
I'll never marry anybody else. How could you be so cruel? All this talk about money, can't you see? It's not your money I want, it's you.
You said.
listen to what I say. You ought to know how I feel. Silly. Well, if we're going to be unhappy, we'd better be unhappy together, hadn't we, than apart.